I used to be the shy girl in the gym, and when I say shy, I mean, but since starting my fitness journey, I'm now the most confident I've ever been, which is crazy to think about because 2 years ago, Sophie wouldn't even look at one single person the entire time she was there. I used to think if people were looking at me, that meant they were judging me, and I was scared to lift the little weights because I thought it made me look weak, which I was. Because I was a beginner. At the start, I would feel so self-conscious every time I stepped foot in the gym, but fast forward to now, I barely recognize that version of me. So as the former shy girl of all shy girls, I know how hard it can be to feel comfortable in the gym. Which is why in this video, I'm going to give you a complete shy girl's guide to the gym, going from before you step foot in the gym to the winding down after. So you can step away from this video and into the gym with confidence, knowing exactly how to tackle those gym anxieties as and when they come up. Tip number 1 is if you look good, you lift good. So wear something you actually feel confident in. If that means rocking up to the gym in an oversized t-shirt and shorts, do that. If you feel more confident wearing bright colours and leggings, do that. I've really been loving a little halter neck moment recently because you've got a bit more coverage with the bottom part, but then the back gains will also be going through. So whatever your vibe, the most important thing is that you're wearing clothes you actually feel comfortable and confident in the gym. Because when you walk in there knowing that your outfit is eating, you are automatically more confident. I know it might seem small, but that tiny spark of confidence is going to translate over to how you approach the entire workout, so not one to be overlooked. I get all my outfits from GYMSHARK, so if you want any recommendations, just let me know, and you can use code SOPHIEreid10 for a little discount. Tip 2 is wear the right hairstyle. I know I see girlies working out with their hair down. I honestly don't know how to do it. I mean, if you feel confident working out with your hair down, then go for it, but I much prefer a hairstyle that means my hair is out of my face so that I can concentrate, I can lock in, and it's just not getting in the way. I don't know if this is just me, but I kind of like to switch up my hairstyles depending on how far away I am from hair wash day. So this is day 1 after hair wash day, so I'll show you what I like to do. I spin around, got a little low ponytail, we're gonna split it right down the middle, twist it through all the way, twist it, and then fold in half. Grab your little flower clip. I just got this off Amazon. It's so great because they actually stay in and it's just super cute. I'll put the link in the description, but all you do, put it on the one side, bring it all the way over the hair you folded over, grab everything, and you're done. I just think it's such a cute little bun. And then I have bangs that I cut myself. I usually like put them out if I want a little strand situation. If I find that they're getting a bit annoying and all in my face and like, then I just give them a little tuck and embrace the egg vibes. This is usually my go-to the day after hair wash day, and then tomorrow I'll do Dutch braids. And then when my hair gets super greasy, I like to do a slick back ponytail and then sort of plait it because I find that doesn't swish around as much. But this tip really does depend on your hair length and everything, so find a hairstyle that's going to work for you, that you feel is going to stay in so you don't need to worry about it, and you'll be good to go. Step number 3 is get in a stunning pre-workout meal. Your pre-workout meal needs to include 3 elements: a fast digesting carb source from glucose, things like rice cakes, cereal, rice, sourdough. Then you want a carb source from fructose, so basically any kind of fruit. And for your science girlies, the reason we want 2 different carb sources is because glucose and fructose are absorbed into the body at different rates, so you're going to get a more sustained energy release throughout your workout. And the reason that's important, especially as a shy girl, is because if you're not going into the gym with energy, then that is just going to drag you down. Like, you know those days where you're in such a low mood and you just can't face the world? Maybe it's just me. But if your energy is low, then your confidence is naturally going to be lower, so you want to make sure that you feel up well before you step in that gym. And the 3rd element of your pre-workout meal is, promo please, you guessed it, protein. So let's dive into this pre-workout meal. I don't have the same pre-workout meal every single day. I like to switch things up, but I always have the same elements in it. So today I'm feeling yogurt bowl. So we've got 150 grams of natural yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder. I'm using chocolate, but you can use whatever flavor you want. It's 30 grams. A secret ingredient for the pumps: teeny tiny bit of pink Himalayan rock salt. This combination is going to help you get the best pump of your entire life. It's looking super powdery right now, so we're gonna mix it up. What time is it? Mixing time. If I want it more chocolatey, I sometimes add some cocoa powder in here, but it's up to you. Beautiful. Now is for our toppings. So as our carb source from glucose, I've got these little rice puffs. You can use whatever you want really, like granola, cereal, whatever floats your boat. Putting a good amount in there. Then I've got 50 grams of frozen berries. I did try and let them defrost a little bit, but they're still little bit cold. Don't want to get brain freeze. This is where my aesthetic girlies come out to play. If you try this, by the way, please tag me on Instagram. It would make my entire year, to be honest. And there we have it, a stunning pre-workout that's gonna get you energized and fuel you well for your workout. Why am I waving a cup at you? It is an absolute masterpiece. If I dip it too much, it's gonna pour out, but get a bit of everything. If you don't know the yoga bowl hype, get to know. So before we go to the gym, the next essential step is your pre-gym hype up. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but trust me, if you get the music blasting in your headphones on the way to the gym, really hype yourself up like you're hyping yourself up to go on a night out, that is gonna change your workout. You're not getting to the gym, scrolling on your phone, trying to find a playlist, and then putting your music on and going onto the gym floor. You're walking in there in the zone. A lot of you guys were asking what I listen to in the gym, and honestly, just music that encourages me and lifts me up. Obviously, I'm a Christian, so I mainly listen to Christian music because that's what I find motivates me the most, and it's such a vibe. So I'll link it in the description. We're gonna head to the gym. I'm gonna walk you through a minimal equipment shy girl leg day, because when you're a shy girl, it can be so intimidating to have to wander around the entire gym trying to find what equipment you want to use. So let's hype up and let's go work out. Okay girlie, now that you're nice and warmed up and you've grabbed yourself a quiet corner of the gym, you want to grab the heaviest dumbbell that you can pick up, because we're starting with dumbbell sumo squats. So what you're going to do is have a wide stance, so you want your feet just outside shoulder width apart. You're going to come down, your spine is in a neutral position. I'm not like bending over, my back is going to be straight the whole time. Bend your knees, you're grabbing the dumbbell with one hand over the other, pushing through your feet to raise up. We're mainly focusing on the glutes in this movement, and to keep the tension on the glutes the whole time, I'm not locking out my knees at the top, I'm keeping them soft and then really controlling the lowering phase. Okay, so that was set one. We're going to take 90-second rest and then we're going to set two. Second exercise, we're staying in the same place, but we've got two lighter dumbbells. These are 15 kg, but go for a weight that's going to be challenging to you and a weight that's going to allow you to get around 2 to 3 reps shy of failure. I like to think of this as a forward and back movement rather than an up and down movement. So instead of like the squat pattern where we're just coming straight down, we're pushing the hips back and then think about moving them forwards to come up. About 10 to 12 reps here. Next, we're moving into unilateral movement. So that means a single leg movement. This is really good because it means we can focus on one leg at a time. And you can either choose one dumbbell or two. I'm going to use the same weight. Bring the dumbbells up and we're going into reverse lunges. So we're just going to do one leg at a time. Step back. We want a slight tap at the bottom with that back knee, but we're not leaving it on the ground. So we're not resting there. We just want a slight tap. The spine's staying neutral again throughout the whole movement. And once you've done 8 to 10 reps, we're going straight into the other leg. Same thing, another 8 to 10 reps. That one's really going to test your grip strength. If you do find that your grip strength's struggling, I'd recommend getting straps. So I think these are called lasso straps, but all you do is slide your hand through the loop and then you're going to wrap the strap around the dumbbell, twist it round, and then to tighten it, you're going to twist it towards you like you're riding a motorbike. After that, you're locked in and it's going to be a lot easier for you to get more reps with a heavier weight. Right, so in this exercise we're going to be focusing a little bit more on the quads. So what you're going to do is grab your dumbbell. We've got a plate to elevate our heels, so just the very edge of our heels are going on that plate. You're going to bring the dumbbell up, put it on one knee, hands underneath. We're doing goblet squats. So power up. You want that control on the way down, a little pause at the bottom, and push through your feet to raise yourself up. If having your heels elevated is too hard, just get rid of the plate. The key with this one is to keep your core tight and make sure you're keeping your chest up too. Because the further forward you're coming, the harder it's going to be to keep yourself upright. That really burns the quads. Now we're going to do a little bit of glute isolation. So you're going to grab yourself a resistance band, loop it over, and we're going to do banded hip abductions. So you're sitting with your knees bent at around 90 degrees, and you're just keeping your feet together. You're going to push your knees apart. This is mainly going to target the gluteus medius, so a little bit of the upper shelf of the glute. If your gym has a hip abduction machine and you feel comfortable using that, then go ahead and do that. But if not, this is a great alternative. You know how much I love an ab finisher, so we're gonna do an ab finisher. We're doing 3 rounds, 12 to 15 reps each, starting with weighted knee tucks. So if you want to drop the weight, just drop the weight, bringing it up. Slow and controlled the whole way. We're not rushing through these reps. We really want to feel that contraction at the top. Pause, and down. Slow and controlled. We're pushing your legs together. You're breathing out at the top and in as you go down. 15. Coming down, going straight into leg lowers. So hands are just underneath your hips. Pressing your legs together. Brace your core and lower. And that's the end of round 1. So you can rest for 30 seconds, grab the weight again, and straight into the next round. The great thing about this workout is it doesn't use much equipment, and it's designed so that you can do it at home first, learn the workout, get the movements down, and then just bring the same workout to the gym. Because when you know what you're doing with the workout, it makes the whole situation a bit less intimidating when you come into the gym environment, because you already know what you're doing. We're back. Yes, I've changed. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's a new day because I was so tired when I got home from the gym, and yeah, I just didn't film anymore. A little shout out to the fit. This is actually the new GYMSHARK Whitney x Adapt Flex collection. It's dropping on the 31st of July. I absolutely love the new colorways they've got coming out. This one is the cherry purple and I am obsessed. Stay tuned for the 31st and use code SOPHIEreid10 to get yourself a discount too. So kind of following on from our workout, I just wanted to chat a bit about what do you do when you just feel so overwhelmed in the gym. Like, moments of gym anxiety can pop up and it is a really real thing. And sometimes in those moments you can completely freeze if it's really bad. And I want to give you some practical tips on how to deal with that. As someone who has experienced gym anxiety myself, one thing I found really helpful is first and foremost remembering that we do not grow inside our comfort zones. So although the gym seems so daunting and intimidating right now, it is only going to keep feeling that way if you don't go to the gym regularly. Right now, when you're stepping into the gym, you are stepping out of your comfort zone. And what happens is when you consistently step out of your comfort zone over time, that comfort zone is going to expand. Your comfort zone's like this hair tie, right? When you're stepping out of your comfort zone, it's like you're stretching the hair tie. And over time, as you keep stretching it, it's going to end up deforming. I know that sounds kind of bad, but you're stretching it to a point where that new stretch state is now your bigger comfort zone. The same concept applies to any area of life, whether that's going out and talking to new people, whether that's trying a new hobby. Stretching your comfort zone is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but as you keep stretching it, like you consistently do the thing over and over, it's going to get easier. But secondly, if you do experience those moments of complete overwhelm in the gym, there is no harm in just going to the locker room, taking 5 minutes to like gather your thoughts and calm yourself down. Sometimes just taking yourself off of the gym floor for 5 minutes can do a lot, but if you're still feeling overwhelmed after that time and you go back into the gym and feel like you can't do the rest of your workout, that is completely fine. But give yourself those 5 minutes. Don't just go to the locker room and say, okay, I'm done, I'm leaving. It's kind of like if you're doing a cold plunge for the first time, you might test the water a bit to see how cold it was and then get in, but then get out quite quickly because you're not used to the cold. That situation is very similar to the place that you'll be in when you're just getting used to the gym. So work up to it. You don't have to go for an hour session your first week. You can do just 20 minutes, then leave. You've still showed up, you're still building the habit, but the most important thing is that you keep showing up. You can still get a really good workout in 20 to 30 minutes. You don't have to be spending hours in the gym. And as a shy girl especially, I'd say that's a really good place to start. So keep stepping out of your comfort zone, build it up slowly, and I promise you it will get easier. Also, if you're ever struggling with the form for any of the exercises in your workouts, then go and ask someone. I know this could be extremely daunting because I still sometimes find it daunting to this day, but 99% of the time, the people in the gym are more than happy to help you out because we've all started somewhere. Like, we've all been beginners at one point and we've all had to go through that experience of starting the gym. So I know starting the gym can feel super intimidating because we're scared of what other people think of us, but in reality, every single person who is in that gym is there to better themselves. They're there to build strength, they're there to build muscle, they're there to work on themselves, and they're not really focused on what other people are doing. So if you're walking in there with the goal to improve yourself, people are gonna respect that. But then again, if you are too scared to ask someone for help, that is so fair. So just Google it. Or you could literally have this video open because I walk you through the whole workout with all the form and everything, so we could just do it together. I've actually got a whole playlist of different gym workouts, so if you found that doing the workout with someone there, like showing you all the different forms and stuff, was beneficial, then have that playing while you're working out. There's actually a Bible verse that really encouraged me from the very start of my fitness journey, and especially in those moments where I was feeling super overwhelmed, and it's Philippians 4:13, and it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and that has not been more true throughout my entire fitness journey so far. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. You are officially a real one for making this far, so subscribe. I want you in the family. I mean, we've spent this long together. And if you feel like you want more one-on-one support on your fitness journey, then I actually offer one-to-one online coaching. My clients have been sharing so many wins recently, and it's so inspiring to see how their confidence is growing just within the time that we've been working together, and it always brings me joy to see that. So if you do want more help with your training and nutrition on your fitness journey, I'll put the link to apply in the description. And if you're a complete beginner in the gym, make sure you check out this playlist next because I share a whole load more tips and tricks. Love you so much, see you there.